So hello guys, and welcome to another video, and we're already back in the Nintendo Music app, because they updated it just a day after it launched. And they added the Mario Wonder soundtrack. While the Mario Wonder soundtrack is very exciting, that is not the whole point of this video, because this basically confirms something that we were kind of wondering, and that is the release schedule for the Nintendo Music app. Because rather than monthly or weekly, it's seemingly daily, or at the very least multiple times per week we get these releases. This is very reassuring, because Nintendo's drip feed model that they were using for the game libraries on Nintendo Switch Online really wouldn't work in this context. Like, especially since a lot of people like to listen to a lot of different albums and soundtracks. I know that's the case for me, not just with video game music, but regular music like Steely Dan and stuff. I like to listen to different albums and things, or for games, different soundtracks. So having variety here is very important. So this is definitely like pretty good that they're doing this. I know at this point, I feel like it's not fully confirmed that it's going to be a daily schedule, but the fact that they added this on here without any announcement makes me think that they're just going to do this really frequently so they don't have to post a big thing on Twitter about it. So yeah, and just like already with this app, like with Mario Wonder being added, they kind of have it like kind of carefully curated into like different little playlists on here like they do with the other games, which is pretty cool to see. And like it also basically does the same thing as like all of the other soundtracks and has little screenshots that go alongside them. So I feel like this definitely opens up a lot of possibilities for how they're going to distribute the soundtracks on here. Like maybe they'll do like some like themed releases like for different weeks. Like maybe next week for Brothership we'll get some Mario RPGs on there, or at the very least Mario and Luigi games. It would be amazing if we got Dream Team and Bowser's Inside Story on there. Man, I would listen to that so much. So I really hope they add that on there. And also next week we'll have to see if they add the Brothership soundtrack immediately or not, just to confirm if they add like game soundtracks when the games release, or if they wait a little bit for them to be added on there. But yeah, I feel like this is definitely pretty reassuring, and I'm really excited about this. I feel like the music service doing daily releases like this would actually be a huge step forward for Nintendo in a lot of ways, because it would actually be a service that they kind of update consistently without just like, I know there would still be random announcements, but we'd at least know when these would be releasing and everything, because with previous things such as like I mentioned previously, like the game drops on NSO on the different libraries, or even things like the icons, I know those have a somewhat consistent schedule, but it's still like they still randomly release sometimes with certain things. Like sometimes we get like a random one consisting of like a retro game like Yoshi's Island or Link's Awakening every once in a while. And sometimes there could be barely any icons available on the service there, which is pretty weird. And then another very random thing Nintendo does is their My Nintendo updates for either like physical rewards or like other things that are available with that. So it's nice to see Nintendo finally have some kind of service that is up to date, like a lot of other mainstream services. It feels like Nintendo is definitely kind of adapting to the times a little more here, which is very nice to see. But yeah, I am just so glad and so relieved that they are actually going to handle Nintendo Music a lot better. It's kind of funny. Like, over the past day, we were like, yes, Nintendo Music. No, they're going to drip feed. Yes, they might be doing it daily. But yeah, hopefully it stays like this. I also just realized Mario Wonder wasn't one of the games that they showed in the trailer. I was really worried at first that the games that they did show, like there was like Mario 64, Donkey Kong Country 2, and a few others. I was worried that would be like their next lineup, and they would like slowly drip those out. Like maybe next week we get Mario 64, and then a couple weeks later we get Donkey Kong Country 2, then a few weeks later we get Mario Sunshine, or I don't think Sunshine was shown. It was like Wind Waker or something. But I am glad that they are gonna do games that like weren't kind of like laid out in that trailer. That I feel like those games were just examples of future ones that they'll add, and those probably will be added within the next month, I'm assuming. But yeah, I am just very happy about this. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.